Hi, and welcome to your 10-minute gentle flow class today. We are doing one of my favorite things today, truly. So we're going to do a practice completely on your back, and it's for your legs and hips, and you will feel amazing after. Truly, this is one of my faves. It's kind of like the secret thing that I bring out every once in a while in classes, and everybody loves it, and I know you will too. So what you will need is a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap like this, that's fine. You can use a belt, you can use your mat strap, anything that is long and doesn't stretch so it doesn't give, okay? And you're welcome to grab that now and pause the video, and then when you're ready, come back and we'll get going. Okay, so I'll invite you to bring your index finger and thumb to touch, close your eyes, sit up really nice and tall, lengthening through the crown of your head. And just take a couple of long and slow deep breaths. Let each breath guide you deeper into this moment as it is now. I invite you to take a moment to allow yourself to be with whatever is here. The practice isn't, making sure it's perfect or that things are bright and sunny, but just noticing and learning how to bring this quality of attention, of really okayness, and that everything is okay and you don't actually need to interrupt it. And you can simply observe and not need to fix it. Then I'll invite you to take your hand to your heart, bow your head and set your intention. Bring both hands together at your heart, and we'll begin with an Om. I'll invite you to breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Om. Release your hands, open your eyes, and let's get started. So I'll invite you to get on your back, grab your strap, and let's get to it. So the first thing I'll invite you to do, just get your strap somewhere that it's close by, and then hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a big bear hug, make sure your feet are crossed, you're just going to squeeze in if you can, grab opposite elbows, and then release your left leg away from you. So you want to make sure that your heel and hamstring are in the floor. Interlace your fingers over your right shin, and then you'll start to pull your knee into your right armpit. So you're going to try and pull it in. Both feet are active. Push out through your left heel. And it's a nice thing to tuck your chin here. And if it's not possible, please feel free to bring a cushion underneath your head so that you can tuck your chin and lengthen the back of your neck a little bit. And then sending your breath into your belly. Inhaling into your thigh with each inhale, expanding, and then with each exhale, see if you can pull your leg a little bit closer in. So when you do this pose is actually called wind removing. You always want to make sure you do the right side and then the left. And the reason why it's called wind removing is because it's actually for your guts. So I invite you now to take your strap and bring it around the sole of your foot, and I'll explain more of that in a second. So you're going to take your strap around the sole of your right foot and give yourself as much slack as you need to straighten your leg completely. So rather than having your foot in really close and your knee bent, I want your leg straight. So that might be way out here, and that's okay. You just want to make sure your leg is straight and you're able to engage your quad. I've got pretty open hamstrings, so I'm going to bring my leg up. And you want to be mindful as you do so that your low back then doesn't collapse into the floor. You can see it's actually my pelvis now doing the work, not my leg. So you're going to think about anchoring your tailbone to the floor. I can almost bring a hand right underneath, and that will ensure that the stretch stays in the back of your leg. And I know sometimes it's tempting to just want to get your foot closer to your face, but you're just cheating yourself, so don't even bother. It's not worth it. If you don't need a strap, if you're pretty flexible, you can also grab your foot. So any of these options are good, but you just want to make sure that your leg is straight. Now you'll notice that as we hold this for a little while, that it's going to want to bend after a while. So really focus on strong quads, and I actually think about pressing my right thigh away and the toes towards my face. So toes towards your face and your thigh is pressing away. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. So as I was mentioning about wind removing, is the reason you always want to go right first is that this is the way that your colon actually goes. So it goes up on the right side, across your body, and then down on the left to eliminate. So this helps remove wind and also remove waste. Yes, it helps you poop. So it's a good pose, and it's great for your hips too. Good. Last few breaths here. And then I'm going to invite you to bend your left knee. You're going to pull it in. Take your strap, if you've got it around your foot, and you're going to take your strap with your left hand. Okay, so anywhere that your leg is fine, remember. So you're going to take it in your left hand. Now cross your knees. So your right leg is going to go over your left, and you're going to keep your right hip on the floor. And the more flexible you are, the more you're going to bring your right leg in towards you. And this is going to create a very strong stretch. So you're going to keep trying to cross your knees. Really focus on your right hip staying down as you pull your right foot in. It is strong and it is so good. You are going to feel amazing when this is over. I promise, I promise. Good. Last couple of breaths, you can do it. Awesome. Now cross your right ankle over your left knee, and you're going to peel your toes back just to make sure that your ankle is really nice and strong, and this will help support your knee. And then you can interlace behind your left thigh and pull your legs in. So be mindful that your hips don't round up. You're going to keep the back of your pelvis on the floor as you draw your legs in. If you're more flexy, you can interlace your fingers over your shin and pull your legs in. Try and keep your shoulders relaxed and down, and breathe into your right hip. And again, both feet are really active. Nice big breaths. Sometimes it's nice to close your eyes as well, just easing into the shape. Good. And then you can release. Pull both knees in again, give yourself a squeeze. And it's a nice thing to just let your legs go for a moment and notice the difference between them. Your right leg will feel, for me anyways, my right leg feels like crazy long compared to my left. So let's even them out. All right? So knees in again, give yourself a big hug. Oh, and then extend your right leg away. You're going to bring the back of your leg right to the floor, toes up. Interlace your fingers over the front of your shin, and then pull your knee into your left armpit. So this is the other side of your colon, so it goes up on the right, across, and down on the left. Good. Tuck your chin and keep drawing your knee into your armpit. Good. Soft shoulders, soft jaw, big belly breaths. Good. Now, I'll invite you to take your strap and bring it around the sole of your left foot. And being mindful here again that it does not matter where your foot is. Your worth does not depend on how flexible you are, okay? And I know that you don't need to hear this, but sometimes you do. Because I know in my own head, sometimes I judge myself on my yoga practice, which is crazy town. So don't worry where your leg is, just be real about it. Where is it straight? Where can you keep your low back just slightly lifted and your tailbone down? So be honest, and remember that your worth is not related to your flexibility. So you can be with it, and it's all good. So I'm going to grab my foot because I can. And then you're going to focus on pushing out through your right heel. Your hamstring still stays towards the floor. And your left leg's going to be really strong and straight. And the thing with hamstrings, so the backs of your legs, is that your hamstrings and your quads, which are the fronts of your legs, so they're antagonistic muscles. So it's kind of like a bicep and a tricep. If one is engaged, the other one lets go. So as you engage the front of your thigh, your quadricep, it gives the back of your leg the signal that it can release. So really important to keep it strong and straight. And then you'll keep pulling your toes back towards you. Keep breathing through your nose. Good job. Shoulders stay soft, and you'll notice your leg will start to bend a little bit. Straighten it again. Just coming into your edge. Good. And this is one of these poses are actually best when they're done a little bit longer, like where you're kind of uncomfortable and you don't want to hold it anymore. It's where you get that great length. Okay, so now you're going to bend your back knee in. Grab your strap if you weren't using it, or if you are, just switching hands, putting it into your right hand. Now you're going to cross your knees. So the back of your pelvis stays flat, your right knee moves to the left, and your right leg moves, or left leg moves to the right. And to get this stretch, you really got to keep pulling your foot in towards your right shoulder. Okay, so left hip moves towards the back of your mat, hips stay square, keep crossing at your knees, lift your foot up. Oh my gosh, it is so strong. I don't know if my face is starting to flush, but it feels like it. It is so strong. Keep breathing. Good. One more breath. And then you can cross your left ankle over your right knee. So either interlacing behind your right thigh or over the shin. Either are fine. You're going to pull your toes back. And look at how dirty that foot is. Don't look at that foot. Pretend it's clean. And then you're going to keep the back of your pelvis on the floor and keep drawing your knees in towards you. Good. Tuck your chin. Shoulders soft. Good. One more breath. And then you're welcome to release. Give yourself a big squeeze, and then extend your legs. And tuck your shoulder blades under, open up your hands, and you're already in Shavasana. Isn't that great? So I invite you to close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. See if you can guide your breath right down into your belly. Maybe right into your hips. Perhaps right down into your toes and fingertips. How deep can you guide your breath into your body? Imagining with each inhale, you can allow the breath to wash over you. And with each exhale, allow it to flow out just like the ocean tide, leaving an emptiness. Inhaling, washing over you. And exhaling, receding, leaving emptiness. Allowing the waves of breath to guide you in. I invite you to start to bring some gentle movement. You can start by bringing your thumbs to your index fingers and just creating some gentle circles with your thumbs. And then And thumbs to your middle fingers, creating some little tiny circles. And to your ring fingers. And pinkies. And then sweeping your thumb along your palms a few times. And for rolling your wrists and ankles. And then your head side to side. Take a big stretch. And there's my puppy. Roll to your right side. Take a moment of gratitude here. And then I'll invite you to press your left hand more with your left hand than your right. Come on up to seated. And that was your 10-minute gentle flow class focusing on your legs, hips, and hamstrings. Thanks so much for joining me today. Namaste.